tell me a bit about yourself.
Alright, I'm Yan. So I'm one of the founders of FlickEvents. So FlickEvents is actually a one-stop platform for easy event management and effective community engagement, as simple as the flick of a switch. So that's our goal, to make things as simple as possible.
That's how you got the name Flick.
Yeah. So, well, of course, choosing a name for the company is always difficult because it's dependent on the .coms that are available, right? Yeah. So we try to brainstorm all sort of. We know that we want events in our name. It's just that either now or work will need to go together with the events. So Flick is one of the good vocabularies that are available.
So
we
Flick
went,
on.
yeah. So that's also somewhat in line with what we want. I mean, in terms of the speed or the ease of use, right? Yeah, just a flick of a finger, a snap. Yeah. So that's what.
So where is it now? I mean, FlickEvents.
In terms of progress or
progress.
the office stuff. So we have managed over 200 events right now and processed over 10,000 tickets since last year when we launched the company in June during the Echelon conference. And 2011 has been great because in just 2 months' time we have processed more than 1/3 of what we have processed in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely growing very, very strong, and hopefully this year will go on.
So right now it's still in I mean, people can't still sign up.
It's still a close. It's not exactly in a beta stage. We are sort of ready. It's just that it's close because you realize that a lot of our users, if they start on their own, unless they are techies, if not, they might find it difficult to actually see how they can incorporate into their current workflow, especially for traditional event organizers. They have all sorts of things going on. They are not really sure how to make use of FlickEvents to help them with their event management process.
Okay.
Yeah, so we want to have a more closer relationship, at least at the initial stage, to try to do more hand-holding in that sense. Yeah.
So what are you doing right now to actually get the people ready for the platform?
So we have a few things. Of course, the first event we'll try to help them with all the setups and then at least walk them through. Hopefully, then subsequent events they can do it on their own. At least that gives them the time to familiarize with the platform. Yeah, because it's not as straightforward as there are some events that are very straightforward, whereby you just need to set out a form and the pricing and you're ready to go. But there are some events that require a full suite of solutions. That's what we are doing also right now. We provide the online site as well as we work with partners to provide the offline event management activities as well, like on-site registration or even event management, event manager running around the ground, trying to get so we do that as well. In fact, we are also working on our RFID technology, to help them with checking in, networking stuff, as well as lead retrieval for trade exhibitors. Yeah, stuff like that are coming up.
So do I consider customers right now? You have how many customers do you have?
Well, we do have quite a lot of customers going on. Namely, we have McDonald's, we have done BlackBerry, we have a lot of NUS users, be it the official site or the students' organization sites. There are a lot of tech events that are also going on the platform. Juniper, Ascenders, these our clients.
So in right now, when they use the system, basically it's just for their current events that they're managing inside. And you say that you're actually working on things that actually allows you to help with the check-in process for the conference.
Right. Yeah. So it's more of when you have different sessions, right? You would like to keep track of the flow into the different sessions, or maybe to your lunch, or maybe to visit a booth. Yeah. So that's sort of keeping track of where the attendees actually move around in a whole bigger scale conference. That's
so it also adopts into the multi-stream, session conferences and stuff like that. Would barcamp be something that
yeah, it's definitely possible. Initially, we wanted to do something during the last. I think it was the last bar camp, and edu camp, Then in the end, we didn't manage to purchase our RFID tag on time, so we didn't, but hopefully then the next round we might be able to do it.
So you're actually quite advanced in this development of the RFID?
Yeah, I think it's one form of directions to go. I mean, right now, in Japan, phones are really equipped with RFID, and thankfully here in Singapore, everyone has got an EZ-Link card, right? So we see that this is definitely a direction to go towards, if possible. We would like to explore this ground.
Okay. Yeah. So would NFC be another technology that you guys are looking at?
NFC is in what sort of NFC?
Near-field communication.
So near-field RFID is one form of near-field.
But now they're building into phones and stuff.
So definitely that will be. This is also one reason why. So okay, we're not so much focused in terms of hardware-wise, but more of the app layer, the software, providing the different use cases that make use of such near-field technology. So hopefully someday it won't be just RFID. It can even be a mobile phone, barcode, Bluetooth.
So just building a platform that allows other technology to come in.
Yes, just that so far RFID has been the easiest to control because especially in an event setting, we will be giving out tags when they register, right? So that ensures that everyone has got an unique identifier. Because if not, only certain phones might come with certain technology then there's this limitation that you won't be able to have the full picture of what's going on.
So that's very exciting. I think nobody else does this.
So hopefully, finger crossed, there's some form of differentiation that we are trying to go after.
Do you see a lot of competitors in this area, in this region?
As in terms of what we are doing, event management. Well, it really depends on who we consider as competitors. If we say online, right, in this region itself, there are some players, of course, like ApeSnap, Social Walk. They're doing e-events, some upcoming ones. They're doing very similar stuff in terms of what we're doing right now. But the thing is, a lot of event organizers are not exactly utilizing any of these online platforms, you see. So if you were to consider our actual competitors, right, in fact, email, spreadsheet, manual work would be more suited as a competitor here within this region. So we are actually trying to convert these kind of people that are still on the old way of doing things to hopefully online, at least the confirmation email are sent, they do online payment collection instead of check or TT. There's still a lot of manual work when they are doing an event.
Let's talk about FlickEvents and the history, when it gets started and who's
okay. So we started sometime 2009 August, right after I graduated from NUS. So both of me and my co-founder Yao Quan, we are in the same faculty for that, doing the same major in fact.
Which is
computing, e-commerce major from NUS. So what we did was we actually put together by our final year project supervisor to work on a project which hopefully in the end could be commercialized. That's how we got our working relationship started. After working 1 year together, we realized that hey, our skills actually complement each other, and decided that maybe we should do something. But whatever that we are doing right now has nothing to do with our final year project. So we brainstorm a new idea, new industry. We took a lot of what we have learned during our final year project. So our final year project was on social network, understanding the dynamics, the relationship. But it doesn't make sense to create yet another social network because especially Facebook has since gone. So
the next Facebook will
so who knows, right? But Then, but at that very moment, what we have is a very preliminary understanding of how social network works. So then we decided that, hey, we should look for an industry that will need the same form of dynamics, which we realized that events is something very interesting because people are actually attending events to network, to meet new people, to grow their relationship with others, right? Be it private relationship or professional lead, right? Yeah, so that's when we decided, okay, maybe you should look into helping people to network with each other, even ahead of the event itself. Yeah, and we actually have what we call an event-specific social network for a conference when there's more than 100 to 200 people. Yeah, it allows people to do one-to-one interactions even ahead of the event itself. Because then we ran into some difficulties in getting registration information. It doesn't make sense for the attendees to register again from the attendees' point of view because the flow and the usability will not be that good. No one will want to re-enter whatever information that they have entered in the registration process if that two processes is actually separated from one another. Yeah, so that's when I decided, okay, maybe then we have to collect our information on our own so that the information can then be utilized. And once we go further into talking to our customer, understanding them, their workflow, realize that they are not even on any online platform, online registration. Even if they have a registration form front, right? It's just a database collection, as in, yeah, so whatever information that they've collected will be stored in a database. That's all, and then they'll export it. And they're not making use of any of that kind of information. Yeah. So, and email confirmation is usually done manually, or at times the storing of information, as in the RSVP way, might be even through email. So the admin staff will actually painfully copy and paste into a spreadsheet. Yeah, they do all that. It's error prone. You might miss out someone. Yeah, there are a lot of cases where when the registrant go to the registration counter, the names are not there, yeah, or certain information are wrong. Name badge, name, yeah. So all kinds of problems. And realize that, hey, maybe you should solve all these first, yeah, before you move on to getting them on social network or helping them to use Twitter, Facebook promotion. Yeah, most of these event organizers are.
You deal with the basic stuff and the problem of solving
the pain of, as in, that's actually the very painful part of the whole event registration, because they need to collect payment. They need to make sure that they actually pay and they have a proof of purchase to show when they are there at the registration counter. Yeah, so it's all these things that they call it. So 1 week before the actual event happens, right? Yeah, it will be a time when everyone start rushing into the registration system and try to register, especially when the early birds end. So then the event organizers will usually be brought down by all these email coming in. You know, there's coordination here, then there's registration email, emails flying all over.
So the system right now educates them to do that.
Yeah. So
register, put them into a spreadsheet in the database where you actually create a spreadsheet.
So we have all that, and you can then the confirmation email will be sent out automatically. Yeah, very basic stuff. Yeah.
So was it difficult for you to actually, for you and your team to actually figure out what are the basic things that need to be solved? Have you had experience in events or workshops?
Well, that is not that difficult, you see, because we understand the various components that's needed to cater to all these workflow. Of course, there are some what we call local specific needs like offline workflow. So you can't just do online payment. You need to cater to offline payment modes like check, bank transfer, at the door sales. Yeah. So these are the stuff that we eventually need to build in. Yeah.
So are you planning to take online payments?
Yeah, Yeah. So right now we are taking. Yeah, it's already there.
PayPal.
Yeah, PayPal. We have offline payment built into the system as well. So we have both. Everything. Yeah, yeah. So everything to manage an event is really there. So in fact we help McDonald's handle their Asia Pacific, Middle East, Africa region marketing meetings. Today they have Asian Women Leadership Conference as well. Yeah. So yeah. So that's also one of the events that we're doing. It's at Marina Bay Sands. Yeah.
You're give them, I mean, after they have learned and done some of the basic understanding of the system, do you all need to handhold them anymore? You have to be on standby?
Well, we have to be on standby to help them. Yeah. So when they have events, registration starts, that will be our busy.
Would there be a lot of customization?
There are. So it really depends on the type of events that we're doing. If it's a bigger scale events like conferences, then more complicated forms are needed. So maybe the basic fields won't be good enough to support what they need. So we'll need to do maybe certain logic, branching, or more selection. It can be group purchase as well, stuff like that.
Will you see integrating some of these components that you learned from customizing all this stuff into the system?
Yeah, so we try to generalize if certain things pops up pretty often, or if but there's certain things that are only catered to particular event, you see. So might not apply for all. So those we try to keep it out from our system. If not, then there will be a lot of feature creep. On one hand, there are very simplistic users that would just require a very basic stuff. So it doesn't make sense to actually complicate the whole system.
Right now, who does the development?
So my co-founder, and we have one full-time developer with us.
So 3 of you right now?
Yeah, 3 of us.
Looking to expand?
Second quarter of the year, we'll be doing more expansion plan.
Are you able to talk about some of the funding and how you'll get started?
So sure. How we got our funding was that we went for the NUS incubator. It's called the NUS Enterprise Incubator. So they support us for the what they call an incubate, provide us with the incubation support, which then put us through to Spring for the Yes Startup Scheme grant. So that's the funding that we got from Spring. It's a proof of concept grant. So $50,000.
So you're expanding, getting more funding?
Well, we are not sure yet. As of this very moment, we are trying to expand our client base. Hopefully, you can get more clients, and we are generating revenue right now. So funding, we'll still need to think of because right now, with all this hand holding and one-to-one, getting them on board, helping them to set up, it's not too scalable in the sense of it's not automated still. This percent on our side, yes, to the client, yes, it's automated because it's passed on to So we need to figure out a way how can we help them to use it easily, which is back to our goal, flick of a switch. That's something that we're still trying to figure out.
Continual enhancement of the system. There are continual enhancements of the system.
Of course. So our development process is we try to push out a new feature every 2 weeks. We fix bug every day. So that's what we've been doing. Major feature maybe once a quarter. Then we'll do some revamp. Push out totally new feature. Like we push out email campaigns last year as well, where you can upload your list to send out EDM. You can customize it. You can make use of the form fields that you have uploaded in your contact list. So we do all that.
Will you allow customization of forms in the future?
Right now we do. So we have a form builder built into the application, whereby the users can actually easily add whatever form fields that they need. Drop down, video, text input, paragraph text, date, time picker. Yeah. I think the next enhancement that we'll be doing will be recognizing certain of some of these fields as right now we have names, emails. Those are default fields that we'll be taking in. So maybe adding in more of the social features like Twitter, Facebook, so that we can then link it to your Twitter right away. Knowing that we have that actually. We have the Twitter Anywhere, yeah, the whole card thing. Yeah, if you have a alias, yeah, in front of, yeah, so that we have already done it.
URL shortener.
URL shortener, yeah, we bought it, but we have yet to implement it. Yeah, so that's something that. So on the event page right now, we have Twitter stream, Facebook stream as well for you to do more social interactions. That's something that will be coming soon. Yeah, highly requested so far. Yeah.
Because people want to see. Because one thing I've heard that people want to see who's attending. We want to see the list.
So we do have that. So you can actually enable the attendee list, just that it's not your Facebook profile. So there's a bit of a conflict here. You see, there are two categories of users. Very technical users who want to take advantage of all these social profile, networking, you know. But the thing is, the higher paying conference, they are, I would say they are rather concerned with revealing who's attending, especially high profile attendees. Yeah, privacy concerns are top of their mind. Yeah, so
it's kind of good and bad. Because some people look at the attendees. They get influenced.
Yes. Yeah. So right now I see some of the conferences. What they do is they do list down the organization name, but not the actual person's name itself. And that's also one of the what we call problem that we faced when we were talking about the whole event-specific social network where people can network even ahead of it. They're rather concerned about spam or unsolicited response, that sort of stuff.
So let's talk a bit about the ticketing part.
Yeah, sure.
So right now you're actually taking on, or whoever registers actually gets a ticket as proof of that you're registered and stuff like that. And eventually you're integrating, or does it block barcoding right now?
So there's only a unique code there. We usually have barcodes embedded onto the ticket region, but it wasn't being used, so we remove it. So right now it's just a very simple 4-character unique identifier that will identify them. So then hopefully in the future we can then do more of a mobile integration that will then send the confirmation to your mobile phone.
So, and in the ticketing, you also, like, for example, you also take you mentioned that you take payments right now. And it's probably integrated in the RFID thing that you're talking about.
No, it's not. It's a separate thing. So once they are confirmed paid, right, only then we'll transfer the information over to be utilized on the RFID side. Because the RFID is more of on-site tracking, not so much of you going into the venue and check, because you don't have the tag. So that one will be done. So we do have an interface whereby you can key in the 4-character codes and then you can mark them as a check-in. We are also working on mobile applications to check people in. Do I have an example here? I think I don't have the example here. Yeah, so you can just slide, do a search. We're also working on our own application. They need to scan barcodes and all that.
So you can quickly kind of use the phone as actually a check-in device.
But the problem is there are some event organizers that are concerned with so does that mean that I need to have a smartphone? That gives us
cheaper than a barcode.
I would say so. Maybe. So internet will be required all the time if we do that.
But it's going to be quite prevalent here anyway.
I hope so. But not yet in the conference.
Some conferences are.
So that's why. Really depends on the conference organizers and how open are they in terms of to explore new technology. Some are very forward-looking. They like the latest. In fact, it's sort of like to help them to showcase the how advanced they are as well in terms of managing the conference, providing a more wholesome experience for their attendees. Yeah, so it really depends on the type of events or conference that they are organizing. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think the future of FlickEvents is going to be? What can we see? What will we expect?
Yeah. So definitely a more social component. This is something that it's my passion. I love the whole social dynamics in terms of getting to know people, expanding your network. How can you then maintain that form of content? Yeah. So stuff like that will definitely be incorporated into FlickEvents. Hopefully more exploring of new technology as well in terms of RFID solutions, providing more use cases for the app layers. Right now we have 3 very good use cases that has been tested and is well received by some of the event organizers. Yeah. So these are the 2 areas that we will be working on.
Besides conferences, do you think the system can be used for other things?
Yeah.
There are targeting or
so another interesting market that we are looking at right now is internal events for organizations, as in the CorpCom, they might organize meetings. Yeah. So events like that could be.
How about resource management?
Resource
conference rooms,
is in booking and all that, right? Well, we're not planning to go into that because it's slightly different dynamics, and it's more of a application deployment. Yeah. So yeah, not so much of that. Yeah, because our passion still lies at social stuff. Yeah. So we hope to because for booking, you don't need to know who's booking, right? You just need to know that they'll come at this time and they pay. That's about it, right? So what we hope to do is that instead of just when you register, you are just a line or a row in the spreadsheet, right? So hopefully you can recognize this as someone, and we can, then do more interactions, or see how we can then give you a better overview of who you have met. How do you then expand your network? Are there someone interesting that you might want to meet during another event? Stuff like that.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.